A lot of you guys have been asking about, like, what is the best way of being able to, like, loop through the ghosts? What are some, like, you know, like, how do you find the ghost room quickly? A lot of questions I've been seeing here recently is about just how to loop the ghost, how to get better about looping the ghost, when to actually smudge it, those kind of things. So what we thought we'd do is we'd go in here on professional mode. Well, we can put this on any mode. I'll put it on nightmare mode. We'll put it on nightmare mode just to increase up the difficulty a little bit. But just so you guys can see, actually, we'll keep it at professional. Most people that are learning how to do this, you guys are going to be at professional or below for the folks that are asking it. So the hunt duration and all that stuff will be there. But essentially, I'll show you guys how to go through match, how to find the ghost room quickly, how to, and then how to loop the ghost, essentially. How long have I been playing? Like 3,400 hours. Brian Brave, thank you for the follow as well. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry. Crucifix, witness a ghost event, cleanse the area. William Sweeney is the name. Is it bad to use them? The tarot cards? The tarot cards, to me, I like them the least because that is the only cursed object that can instantly unalive you. Right, so we got the haunted mirror. Now, we could use the haunted mirror to be able to find the ghost room quickly. It would drain our sanity. The purposes of showing you guys how to do this, I'm going to first find the ghost room with just what items that I do have. So that way you guys don't think that the only way that we found it was with it. Right? Now, what I am listening for is I'm listening for tapping of any kind. I think this ghost is upstairs, if I'm correct. I heard a basketball get moved, or I heard a ball get thrown, and then I heard a window tap. Right? So maybe I heard that wrong. Maybe master bedroom. Right? Because we got a ball here. We've got a ball that's up there, and then I think there's a ball in the master bedroom, if I remember correctly. Cousin touches every cursed item. That can definitely suck. Oh, okay, so it wasn't a ball, it was a shoe. So when you're looking for ghost rooms, even if you don't necessarily see anything in this area, even though we don't have any kind of EMF activity, imagine all of the houses and everything are all set up basically to do like a showing, right? Imagine that they're trying to sell the house because of the haunting. So everything that you see is going to be nice, neat, and orderly. Right? It's like nobody lives there, essentially. But so if you see stuff like this where it's out of place, or like shoes out of here in different places, then you know that that's probably the ghost room, right? The ghost is interacting with the environment. He's touching stuff. So ran through a bunch of stuff. There we go. Why is the bed not made then? That's just kind of, that's the, I'm going to say that that's the, you know, I don't make my bed. No, that kind of makes no sense. Makes no sense. You're just going to crawl back into it later, you know? Kiki, thank you for the follow. Raven, thank you for the follow. Need what, them shoes? Makes it look lived in. Yeah, I mean, I got a little bit, you know, maybe they left. But everything else is going to be in order. All the dishes, all the silverware, everything like that is all going to be in the exact same place of where you expect it. So when you start to see stuff that's out of place, that's an indicator of where the ghost is, right? If you learn to listen, get a good headset, you're going to find the ghost room way faster than using any other kind of ghost finding equipment. A lot of people like to bring in thermometers. They like to bring those in as a way of trying to find the ghost. Me personally, I'm more of the EMF crowd because the ghost is going to throw, he's going to throw something or interact with the environment way faster than what you're going to find the then you're going to find it with a therm, in my opinion. So at this point, right, we're just keeping an eye on our sanity. We're at 74% sanity. All you got to do is just make sure to top yourself off. You're good to go. Most ghosts Right, with the exception of a Fae, mares will hunt at 65% sanity if the lights are off. Demons can hunt you at any sanity. But as long as you're staying north of 50%, most of the time you're going to be fine. Right? Oh, we've got UV. Just tapped on the window again, so we actually just saw the UV change. There we go. Very nice. Just did it again. Where are you? And we got Spirit Box. Now, here's the thing. With the Tier 2 Spirit Box, this is what it looks like. Okay? When we talk, you'll notice that the icon, the microphone icon, comes on. See that icon? It turns on and off. When I hit the talk button, it'll turn on. When I say, where are you? How old are you? Are you here? If the ghost responds, it'll be a little ghost icon. If the ghost doesn't respond, but the game still registered that I said something, you'll see an X. If you don't see either light up, that means the game's not recognizing that you're saying anything. So if you get an X, that means, okay, the game recognized you said something. It asked the ghost that question. The ghost decided not to respond. Right? If you get the ghost symbol, then the ghost responds. All of the tiers are basically along those same lines. Andreas Gaming, thank you so much for the follow. We'll get some Phasmo. What game should look at on my Xbox S? I don't know. I like the tier 2 one. I like the tier 3 one's good. I mean, basically any of them is. Spirit Box is not bad. Okay, turned on the light. Well, then. All right, so we got Ultraviolet, we got Spirit Box. This is either Poltergeist, Phantom, or a Mimic. I'm honestly going to go with a Poltergeist at this point from how much it's throwing. We don't have any orbs, so it's doubtful that it's going to be a Mimic. Right, unless we mention it. What's up, Andreas? Hello from Sweden. Hello there. So, at this point in time, we've narrowed it down, right? It just seems to be throwing a lot of stuff. So what we can do here is we're gonna grab everything and we're gonna throw it all here into a pile. This is what a lot of folks call a Pulty pile. So if we take everything out of the room, we throw it all into one place. Poltergeists like to throw, their hidden ability is they like to throw several things at one time. The more things that are closer together, the better. So if we grab all the items that we can out of here, if it decides to throw several things at one time, it'll look like an explosion. So that's why people call them that. Alyssa, Renee, thank you so much for the army. I appreciate it. Have you seen those pros who smell the grass and get it right? Yeah, those are... He just did it. I know, I wasn't there. The folks that go in that smell the grass and then they guess the ghost right, those are called cheaters. Those are the ones. He just threw everything. He just did a Pulty explosion. If we go out to the van, we'll actually see that Pulty explosion. I got Blood Moon 3 times in a row. That is super, super rare. Michael, my day's going great. Skater, Ben, I'm doing... thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. See that? See how it did all of that activity right there? Even though it didn't hunt, it capped out the chart. So, like, didn't hunt at all, but it threw so many objects all at one time that we could tell that that was a Pulty bot. What's up, Blame? How are you doing today? A FNAF, I see? What? Castle Gaming, thank you for the follow. All right, so we needed to do a Pulty explosion for us. That'd be really cool. Good, heck yeah. Objectives? What about objectives? Ghost event, crucifix, incense, right? We've got our crucifixes down here. We've got our incense, and then we just need a ghost event to happen at this point. Now, what I could do is we could use the mirror to drop our sanity.
A big bean.
It's a elusive ranger. We haven't found the bone yet, Tori. Come on. Now, when the poltergeist does an explosion, if you are nearby, it will drain your sanity based off of how many objects were thrown that were near you. Right? So a lot of times you'll get a polty explosion and be followed by a hunt because the ghost is it dropped your sanity down low enough to where it could then try to hunt you. Chat, we have no idea where the bone is yet. Okay. No idea. Nice. Got a little vent there. Boom, crash, bang. Thank you for the 28 months. Splish, splash. Give it a follow. Come on, Ghosty. Give me a sign. No way. No way you did it out here. Bro, come on. It just did a bolty. It did a bolty explosion for the stuff, and then it tried to hunt over on this side. Are you serious? You serious right now? So it just threw all of these plates and stuff like that, and then it tried to hunt us because of it. Oh, Chad, here's the bone. Nice. We got it. Jaden. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I said it was by the... Oh, there we go. And all of these you can take photos off of, too. Like, all of this stuff, you can get good photos. Right? Just not that. Or that, apparently. Okay. Well, the ghost is super angry. And we got ghost writing. How are those 1-star interaction photos? It already interacted. There's another ghost event. All right, so we're now getting to the spot where the ghost is going to want to hunt, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we've got our smudges. Now, the big takeaway here for looping the ghost for as long as possible is two things. One is that you want to make sure that you cut corners. Right? As you are going around, I'll try to show you guys while we're ramping up here. So the ghost will get so fast that it will have a hard time being able to cut the corners. So what I mean by that is that instead of it going up and then immediately cutting the corners like this, like you would expect them to, what ends up happening is they go too fast and they end up doing this number where they kind of come out and then they come back in. Because they're doing that extra distance like that, what ends up happening is that they end up, they take so much time being able to make the turn that you can honestly make that turn faster as long as you were cutting the corners. I tried to cycle through. I don't think I have my camera on me. Not a noni. No, this one's definitely a poltergeist. Last time we helped you then, worst coach ever. Matthew, EJ, thank you guys for the follows. Just trying to a Myling was following your advice though about the hunt was over, but couldn't change to the smudge fast enough. Yeah, that's the problem too. So they made it to where cameras. This has been a change for a while, but they made it to where cameras, when you take a photo, it's hard for you to be able to cycle through the photos, or to cycle through the rest of your equipment. And so it's kind of a catch-22 of like you get the photo, but then it becomes way harder to try to cycle through to get to your smudge fast enough to stop the ghost. So I recommend instead what you should do, especially during a hunt, is if you're trying to get a photo during the hunt, you smudge first, then grab your photo, and then try to change it. So this ghost is going to be coming right at us, right? I'm going to stay down here. I'm going to try to cut corners as much as I possibly can. Or hug the corners as much as I possibly can. And that should help to keep us alive. I want to use my my sprint as sparingly as I can. Right? Because he is going to get faster and faster. Now on the 150 move speed, you can get to the point to where they go so fast you can just loop them around nothing. So that's definitely an option. I'm not too big of a fan of trying to loop this while staying crouched, although it does make your hitbox smaller. I'm not too big of a fan of doing that because I like to be able to see, especially for you guys being able to see it. So we're going to try this again. I'm going to let it hunt, and we're going to try to stay standing up this entire time. Joe Crow, thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate it. Lupus, have a wonderful night.
Teacher Baron is sexy, I can't pay attention.
Well, you better pay attention. How's the game on PS5? Is it worth getting it? I don't have a PC. I don't have a PS5. So I couldn't tell you. We've given away, I don't know, like probably a dozen. Not a dozen. I would say at least like a half dozen PS5s on this channel so far, and I still don't own one. I do all my gaming on PCs. Char Char? What the hell? Kind of wish it was May 15th already. Why? What's May 15th? So again, right? Our whole thing here, the ghost is going to get line of sight speed. So as the hunt goes on, you're going to find that more and more it's going to get faster and faster. So keep that in mind, right? The ghost will eventually, in most cases, it will eventually get you. Unless you are absolutely perfect on cutting these corners the entire time, the ghost is still going to be able to get to you. But you can time it to where you might only have to use one smudge, or, you know, one smudge will get you through an entire professional or less hunt, no problem. Teacher, I've been a naughty student and I need to be punished. Man, what the hell? Favorite map? Ridgeview. Jeremy. We're going to try this again. Right? Now, we can kind of lengthen this by just kind of hiding over here into the corner. Not letting you get line of sight on us right away. Hello? Hello? Did the bro get lost? There we go. Well, then there you go. Easy day. Why did I turn the film grain off? Because I visually, I don't think that it looks good. Just like my screen versus what you guys see is actually brighter, because I think that if you're changing your lighting in a game to make it so dark to where people can't see, it's no longer immersive. It's just annoying. 10 out of 10 looping skills right there. Easy loops. Chris Alicious, thank you for the follow. DMND, thank you for the follow. All right, here we go. There we go. If you break line of sight for the ghost, it'd be longer for them to be able to get up movement speed, right? The idea here is we're wanting to stay on the exact opposite side of the table from the ghost. See how he double back there? It's because I pushed too far on one side. Right? But you can stay, you want to stay on the exact opposite. So if I'm here, the ghost is there. If I'm on this side of the table, the ghost is on that side of the table. But hopefully that should help out, folks. If you're finding that the ghost is getting really fast, because the ghost has line of sight on you, right? There are ways to where even if I'll show you one more version of being able to, like, the ghost sees us, and what we'll do is we'll run away from it. Here, just to show you. That's an event. Right? We'll do it. We'll mix it with, like, somewhat of a looping, and then being able to, like, get away. Death Stars, thank you for the follow, man. Oh, the new Doom game comes out? Oh, nice. My friend is crazy good at this game. Heck yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Where are you at? Come on. Come on, 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 come on. So what we're gonna do is that the ghost is gonna come. He's gonna come down here. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna get him to come on this side. We're gonna loop him around the table, up the stairs, and back around the hallway. And I'm gonna try not to have to use a smudge at all. So once he's there, then we run. Right? We try to break line of sight as much as we can. That didn't work, so then we double back over here. We're inside. Landry, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Right? So we knew where we were going to go. We tried to break a line of sight. It kept up with us, right? And we knew that it kept up with us because we kept getting increased speed. The poltergeist was getting faster and faster. So I knew that he was still keeping line of sight on us. The game was still registering that he was keeping line of sight on us. So we had to smudge it so that way we could get away. And then we used that smudge time to be able to hide away. And we survived the hunt. So that's kind of the way of being able to, like... kind of the way of being able to loop the ghost. Several different ways of trying to loop the ghost. Trying to you guys to survive. So if you like that video, let me know.
Welcome back. I've got
Right,
some
but
jobs
that's
ready for you.
basically it. There you go.